So today we're going to talk about how to ride the 20-meter circle at C. As you can see, I've traced out the letters above, a diagram. It's a nice way to just make sure that you can see the scale correctly. But the thing that's most important about riding the 20-meter circle is knowing that if you have an arena that's 20 meters long, that the first letters here, let's actually do this in red, are 6 meters between and then 12 meters each, which means that the halfway point is 6 plus 4 makes 10. It's just right here. So the next halfway point, 6 plus 12 to this point, is 2 meters past. So if you're dividing up knowing that this is 12 meters, the distance right here is 1/6 of that distance. And then the distance here to get the extra 4 meters is 1/3 the distance. So I know that sounds really complicated, but one easy way to know it is that a lot of the dressage arenas have panels that are each 4 meters long. And so if you do that, then, M is at 6 meters here, so it's 1.5 panels long. But why I marked these 2 points is this represents 10 and this represents 20 meters from the end of the ring. Then same thing here. This represents 10 meters from the end of either side of the ring. So when you do your circle, which we'll show in the video following, you want to hit the halfway points at 10 meters. And so then the halfway point in the middle here is 10, and it's just right here. So X being down here, but it's just 2 meters past S. It's just this point right here. So when you have that, then you can start at C and then you connect to this point, which is just past H. Then you connect to this point. Then you connect to this point. Whoa. And then you connect to this point. So this is actually a good example because if you can't ride or draw too straight, you still, as long as you get yourself to this next point, are pretty much on the right path. And so even with a deviation, plus or minus a meter, you're never really going to get like all the way down here wobbling around. You're correcting yourself every quarter. So another way to visualize this is if you were standing in the middle with a lunge line that was exactly 10 meters long. At that moment that you hit the track at the widest point, all of that time, those 4 times and only those 4 times, notice you never hit the track on either side. And here you're really only hitting the track for that moment. That at those points you're 10 meters wide, but otherwise not. A good way to consider it is grab a lunge line, measure the 10 meters, stand smack in the middle, and then have your friend stand on the other side and walk it out. Again, you'll see that you're just 4 meters past M and H to get to this first marker, then 2 meters past the middle here between S and R, and then C is your last point. So hopefully that helps, and good luck with everything.